Being real isn't about being loud. It's about being true when silence seems safer. When was the last time you all were completely yourself? No performance, no pretending, no pressure to impress. It's strange how long it takes to answer that, because being real in today's world has become almost very rare. It's easier to get accepted for what we are not than to be loved for what we are in real. We filter our words, our choices, our views, and even our laughing just to be get accepted by the others, trying to match what others expect. And the most human part of us, our authenticity, fades behind the mask. We belong, we made just to belong it. The greatest act of courage is to be real. Not perfect, not popular, just be real. Because when someone puts honesty over approval, they are not just living, they are revolting against culture with profits from the doubts. The talk is about quiet rebellion, the courage to stop performing and start being. There was a time when silence felt safer, when smiling was easier to understand what's really wrong. A presentation day at school, when everyone was asked to stand with courage, be confident and bold. Me stood there, being well prepared, well polished and well trained version of me, but heart was beating very fast. And suddenly the voice came out. That was also well prepared, well polished, the trained version of me. But that was not me. That was not real me. That was not an honest voice. In the evening, standing in front of the mirror, asked a question. Why did pretending felt easier than honesty? Maybe you all have experienced it once in a life, when honesty has been felt risky, when saying that I am not okay is just a word to hide the biggest weakness. We call it maturity, we call it adjustment, but actually it's quite self-eraser. Finding your way back to what you are. Finding your way back to what you are doesn't happen in one brave grand moment. It begins quietly. It begins when you start listening to yourself before speaking to the world. Just be gentle and ask yourself a question. Is this what I believe or what I was told to believe in? It continues with small act of honesty. Admitting when it gets hurt, explaining when do you want, what do you mean, and staying in silence when you don't want to get any to be answered. And of course, no one will understand you completely, and that's okay. That's all right. It's not your job to make everyone accept you or understand you. It's all about being consistent with your thoughts. And when you live real, you stop choosing approvals and start connecting through honesty and peace. So just listen to yourself before you speak to the world. Be honest with your words, with your events, and understand and accept that not everyone will understand you completely. So today, just one brave question, just try one brave thing before you speak, decide or post. Take a pause and again ask yourself a question. Is this me or the trained version of me? Rebellions doesn't wear armors. They are sometimes honesty in a quiet room. It's sometimes being soft. No, because saying yes may betray your truth. It's simply you. Not edited, not updated, not the trained version of you. It's simply you. If any person in any place considered to be real, we would stop competing for approval and start connecting with honesty and peace. The world doesn't need the perfect people. The world doesn't need more popular people. They need the real people. The one who admit flaws, who values the trends over the truths, and who consider authenticity not to be different, but to be being whole. When you live yourself, you not just give freedom to your voice, but also gives restrictions and permissions to others to do the same, to be the real person. Because realness is contagious and courage spreads quickly. The message I want you all to get remembered is that the world does not change when we shout louder, but it changes when we live truer. Because every honest word, every real choice and every movement, when you refuses not to edit yourself just to get accepted by the others, you indulge yourself into a quiet revolution. And in that revolution, you become a mirror that reflects not perfect person, not a popular person, but a real person, that is real you. So if anyone asks you to blend in, just stand with courage, be confident, and remember that courage to be real is the courage to blend in and begin everything that truly really matters. Thank you.